How do you write perfect, ultra profitable and qualitative prompts on ChatGPT without online training? That's what we see together in this video with 8 prompts to earn $8,000 per month on ChatGPT. And if you stay until the end, I will give you one last pro tip as a bonus. The first prompt, and we will start straight away, is to create a perfect context before writing a perfect prompt, before it gives you the perfect action fully delegated. The context is going to be as many details as you can give it, as if it were in fact your confidant, your long-standing best friend to whom you can tell everything. I want you to go through everything using the following structure: strengths, weakness, opportunity, threat. There, you describe your product, you describe your diet, you describe your workouts, you describe your IQ, your intelligence, your knowledge. You name it, even describe your relationship if you have to. You're going to ask it this question: do you need more information, or are we already in a perfect situation? You can talk to it like this. Small disclaimer, you have absolutely no concern at this precise moment about how your data is going to be used afterwards. What you want right now is short-term profitability to save $2, $4, $8,000 a month. This step is called talking to ChatGPT like you're talking to a shrink. Let's move on to prompt number 2. Talk to ChatGPT as if it had been your slave for centuries. You have to be tyrannical. The best management with these AIs is to be a bastard. So, be unfair and tyrannical. As soon as there is a mistake, you tell it: you're wasting my time, my money, my energy, you have forgotten the context above, you're out of line. Be extreme on the negative side, be extreme on the positive side. Obviously, be more negative than positive with it. Why? Because it's trial and error. That is, basically, you're going to test a whole bunch of times, and at some point, you're going to come up with the perfect instructions so that you delegate the desired action to it. Even better than if we had done it ourselves. But that will be after maybe 200 test prompts. Don't compromise. Today, I work with 3 people in my team. Sometimes, even if the result is 7 out of 10, I still take it. Why am I telling you this? Because this is also a human relationship. There's also the moral of the person in front of you. If for me it's not the perfect 2080, but for him it is, I'm not going to go looking for the 20%, as written in the 80-20 principle, of additional results that are going to cost me 1/3 of the time and half the cost. If you are always a tyrant, even with online service providers, I think you have experienced that too. When you order, even on Fiverr, come up, after a while, people either stop replying to you or leave you in the lurch. They will prefer other customers, or you will come last, or they will raise the price so that you abandon them. But with machines, with AIs, no. With AIs, I want you to be a hateful, unfair tyrant. And when it's good, it's good. It means your work is done. But as long as it sucks, your job is not to encourage it, to be human and all that. With AI, that's being a bastard. The third prompt for earning $8,000 a month with ChatGPT is to be extreme in both positive and negative ways. I'm telling you this in my prompts, and it might scare you, but when I write an email to ChatGPT, I don't say, write me a good email for my customer fan base to keep them loyal for the 7 new courses added this Sunday. No, I say, listen carefully. I know this is going to scare you, but listen carefully. I want you to use all the techniques of the English language to make yourself understood. A sentence equals an ID. I want you to play on all the cognitive biases of the human brain to get this ID across. You can use manipulation and persuasion as long as you don't go off topic. I want the message to get through whatever the cost. When I make images, I don't use Midjourney anymore. I made thousands of images with Midjourney. Can you imagine? Now, with DALL-E 3, I tell it I'm going to sell this image to a studio, Warner, Pixar, Netflix, for $10,000. I tell it that my subscription packages cost $10,000 a month. I tell it that I'm doing ultra high ticket when I'm doing cheap. But that doesn't matter, because if it affects its understanding, I'm a winner in the end. Why? Because if, for example, it gives me a sales pitch that can sell my product either for $10,000 a month, what is it going to be like if customers can access it for $19.99? You think ChatGPT is overrated because you underrate your products. The first prompt to earn $8,000 a month with ChatGPT is to give it examples. For me, it's the prompt that is the most underrated. Why? Because you're going to want your CEO job. You're going to want to take your boss's skin and not get your hands dirty, breathing in the mud. What you give to ChatGPT, you first have to optimize with human intelligence. Think of it this way. As soon as human intelligence is at its peak, at its maximum, you delegate to artificial intelligence based on your own intelligence to go even further. Take the metaphor of the athletics relay between human intelligence and artificial intelligence. Whether it's spending 1 week on a site, or 2 weeks on a sales page, or 1 hour on a small loyalty email, or 10 hours on a promotional email. 5 minutes writing just before your context. Everything is profitable in the examples. Without an example, today I would have cancelled ChatGPT because before I also thought it was useless. I also thought it was out of topic, perhaps as you also think before this video. I thought it was beating around the bush, that it was abstract, that frankly it made you look like a beginner. Now that I'm giving it examples from experts, in my opinion, ChatGPT is better than me. ChatGPT is more relevant than me, more precise than me, it has more vocabulary, it's more intelligent, it has a better understanding, it's also more creative. This is the next prompt to counter the objection that artificial intelligence can think for itself, which is false. My latest was the YouTube posts on my old channel. I made posts by hand, Alex Hormozy style, like quotes from books that pop into my head every day. Once I have written 30, I know what works. I know that for me, for example, it's more short posts that work with a single idea and are rather counterintuitive. Well, what have I done? I have put together maybe the 10 best of the 30 I have written in the last 30 days. I have run them through ChatGPT. I have done several tests, trial and error as usual. It's normal if at first it's not perfect, it's normal. And then, well, today it's completely delegated to the AI. And if I want to do one every hour, so 24 a day, that's the case. All the customer emails that go out are written with ChatGPT, but I'm doing the original example. One of my websites was written entirely with ChatGPT. Same thing, I had done it by hand. Then it improved it all. My YouTube posts, ChatGPT is the best AI writing assistant in the world. The fifth prompt to earn $8,000 a month on ChatGPT, it's very fast, it's the word maximum. I want you to put it everywhere in your prompts. I use it a lot with creativity. The word maximum is the best superlative in any case from experience with 10,000 past prompts. That's what I still use today. The sixth prompt for earning $8,000 a month with ChatGPT is the word factual. Every time it goes out of context, every time it goes off topic, every time it tries to write in its own way, but not according to my examples and not according to my contexts, because I don't want it to write in its own way. I'm not starting from scratch. I'm doing this work beforehand on purpose so that at the end it's, let's say, an improved version of me. I don't want ChatGPT to write everything I need in terms of copywriting. That's rubbish, that's crap. To counter that, I keep telling it, keep it factual, be factual from my context, from the previous perfect context that we validated together. For the substance of your message, use only the information I provided in the previous context. The seventh prompt for earning $8,000 a month with ChatGPT is to provide it with prohibitions, basically don'ts. I use it for disclaimers. I use it to warn it of traps. You can use it as if it were a human being to whom you are delegating tasks, and inevitably, given that you have been there, you're going to say to it, listen, sometimes this isn't going to work, you're going to screw up, that's the trap. Sometimes clients are going to tell you that. What I don't want is 2 points. And then you put a dash, a dash, a dash. And then you write all your dashes. You can put as many dashes as you like. You can even put your dashes in 2, 3, 4, even 10 prompts, perhaps 10 by 10 if there are a lot of them. It's not a stupid thing to do. The more time you waste sharpening your blade, as Abraham Lincoln said, the quicker you will cut the tree. What's more, you will be saving tokens, meaning that every 3 or 4 hours you won't be limited, and it won't cost who knows how much to reload if you use the API. The 8th prompt for earning $8,000 a month on ChatGPT before the pro tip: once it has performed the desired action and you're happy with it, that's it. You're going to use its work. You're going to ask it, can you improve this work, or are you at maximum capacity based on my information? My professional advice is to upgrade to the paid version of ChatGPT. The free version is for newbies. It's for amateurs who will only get amateur results. It's for testing the technology a little bit. You need to earn a living online. So you need to pay $24 a month, or maybe more, or maybe less if things change. Personally, if I use ChatGPT for about 2 hours a week, I can do the work of 4 former online service providers on my own. Easy.